Ik kan regtig die budget nie al wil ek.
Die maand van so is maar volgende maand
Moeilike
weer,
byte.
Budget. Nie waar man ek budget. Jy gesien hoe geld by ek in die maand. Jy gas. Budgeting? Girl, you know the amount of debit orders I got? As soon as them debit orders goes off, girl, my budgeting has been done. Hi everyone, welcome back and thank you so much for subscribing, for liking and for sharing and for commenting and just being an awesome follower. In the introduction, we like to come up with excuses, right? I mean, for the life of me, I don't know how many times I've made these excuses and hundreds more that it has just prevented me from actually looking at my own internal issues. But that being said, guys, I'm sure a lot of you know what a budget is, right? And the reason why you have to stick to a budget. But we don't want to do it because why? It's being seen as something that is an effort. It's being seen as something that is hard work. It's being seen as something that is just simply there for rich people. But that is not the case. A budget is there so that it can keep you accountable for all your spending habits and for all your expenses and your income, right? And it's there for you so that you can plan, so that you can organize and prioritize your finances in order to improve it or in order to set certain financial goals for yourself and keep track of it. That's what a budget is there for, guys. So let's get started. I will be giving you 6 steps of how you can start your journey of budgeting, okay? Step number 1, identify all your income streams, right? For most of us, that'll be our salaries, okay? So if you're going to put that amount down, look at the amount that is being paid to you after all your deductions. That'll be the amount that's being paid into your bank account, okay? So put that amount, income stream number 1, okay? If you are someone that is selling Average Lane products, you are selling Tupperware products, you are doing Herbalife, you are doing some sort of affiliate marketing program, and it's providing income for you, or you are reselling products, girl, you are doing the things. Jot that income down and put it together with your salary, okay? Either if you are both or just the one, put it down and that'll be your income, okay? Step number 2 will be identifying all your expenses. Now, guys, this is normally the one that gives us headaches, and this is normally the step that we don't want to do because it gives us the yellow waarheid. Yeah. So in this step, identify all those retail accounts that you have, your Foshinis, your Jets, your Truwords, your RCS, the yellow lot, right? Put all those installment amounts that you are obligated to pay per month, put them down, and don't forget anything, eh? Like think nice and real and hard of all your expenses, because there might be some that you've forgotten about because you can't think about economy. So yeah, put that one also down, okay? And then also look at all your micro loans that you might have, personal loans that you might have, home loans that you might have, whatever kind of loan that you have from whatever kind of institution. Put that down. Household wise, your groceries, your if you have creche fees, if you have school fees, if you have a family member that is dependent on you and you know for certain that every month that you give X amount of money towards that person, put that also down as a line item on its own, everything that requires that that you have to fork out monthly out of your income. Put it down, guys, and don't think long and hard. Don't forget anything, right? Transport fees, everything. Put them down, okay? Even your savings as well, right? Put it down, okay? So now, expenses, it's there. Now you're going to basically deduct all your expenses from your income, and you're going to be left with a net amount. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that net amount can either be beautifully, you have some change left, okay? Or that net amount can be in the negatives. And you are left with nothing, basically. Like nothing. Zilch. Yeah. That was me. I was that one. Asilekini, guys, it is not a nice space to be in. And to be in that space month after month after month after month after year after year. I refuse. Like, I refuse. So, let me just get back on track. You deduct your expenses from your income, so you are left with an amount, okay? That amount can either be very positive, and so now you will be left with having to make some sort of decisions in terms of what can you do to stretch that income from payday to the next payday, or what can you do with that funds so that it can generate maybe some extra income for you. You are basically left with options, okay? If you are the scenario where you are in the negative, okay, you are basically in a position where you need to totally deconstruct your budget. Okay, and this is where step number 3 comes in. You need to set goals for yourself. You have to set goals, whether you are positive scenario or negative scenario. You have to set goals for yourself, okay? If you are positive scenario, you can then be that person that is going to start creating financial goals. Now, let's say you are wanting to put away funds for a deposit for a brand new car, right? You have to work towards that deposit. You need to now tell yourself, okay, I want 20,000 or 25,000 within a year or within 18 months. How much am I going to put away? And if I do take this amount, the amount of money that is left still, will that funds be okay for me to live on till the next payday, So that's the kind of goals that you need to think of, okay? That goal can also be having to put a deposit away for a house even. So now it's a bigger goal, right? That goal can also be, for instance, having to plan a party for end of the year or a birthday party, right? So plan these things so that you don't end up having to borrow money. You understand? That's the positive scenario, okay? Now, if you are in the negative scenario, my friend, then you are like me. So my goal was to get out of debt. Like, get out of debt, because you can't live like that. It's not right. So when you're in that position, we look at our budget, and you have to look, where can you open up some money? Because trust me, there is. You will be amazed once you look at your budget. You will be amazed. So once you've done that, your goal is set, okay? So for me, now I had to start generating some extra streams of income, guys, because I refuse to go back to a financial institution to go and borrow more money, okay? Because that didn't work for me. I was in a position of, because I have nothing, now I must go borrow and then pay people. And then the next month, borrow again to pay people again. So I was borrowing money to pay previous borrowings. No, that's not the way, and it's not the way, guys, and it should not be okay. We should not feel that is okay. It's not okay. So that being said, I did that, okay, and I just digged in, and then I had to move back home, okay, because I couldn't afford my rent again anymore. Like, I lived in Stellenbosch, living the life. Now I am but living the life also very stupidly, guys. Okay, but that's a conversation for another day. So I moved back to my mom's house, and now I'm in a position, you know, of where I'm reconstructing, I'm building, I'm setting aside things, you know, like I'm getting there. I'm getting there, right? So my goal has been set. Step number 3. Okay, so now in step number 4 is for me I had to, okay, step number 4 is identifying extra income streams that you can do to create extra income streams. Okay, so if you are the person that's in the positive amounts, okay, you can do the step number 4, because you're going to set some goals, but you don't want to use your salary money per se for that goals. So now you can identify some sort of extra way of making money. Okay, create that extra income so that we can pay off a debt, you know, start paying off for that. And in fact, we have to be disciplined enough also, right? So create that extra income for yourself. Then moving on to step number 5 will then be you need to adjust your habits. Okay, adjusting our habits is so crucial, because if you're the type of person that just walks to the mall, you know, or you are going to the mall because you need to go and buy something at the chemist for your dad, for instance, okay, or your grandma, for instance, but now there's the stunning top at the shop that's popping in your eye, and you're just like, let me go there quickly, and then boom, there you buy this clothing item, and you are buying a lot of unnecessary things along the way to the chemist to go buy the medicine for your grandma or your dad, you know. Coming back, and if you put that stuff on your budget, you will be amazed at the big difference it's going to make in your budget. Because all of a sudden, that money could have been used to get you out for a debt. Right? You could have used that money to pay extra on a debt. Because remember, step number 3, you have set a goal. So don't lose focus of your goal. This is only temporary. It's not forever that you're going to be stuck in this way of living. You understand? So focus on the goal and do adjust your habits. Right? That is step number 5. Step number 6 will then be having to look at your budget, like I would say every week. I mean, even twice or thrice a week. Look at your budget and also look at your bank balance at the same time. Trust me, if you do that, it is somehow some type of motivation for you to stay on track with what your goal is for your budget. Okay? So that being said, guys, I'm going to go over the 6 steps again quickly. Step number 1, identify all your income streams. Number 2, identify all your expenses. Number 3, set a goal for yourself, okay? Set that financial goal. Number 4, identify other streams of incomes that you can do to generate more money for yourself, right? Number 5, adjust your spending habits. Very important, guys. Adjust it. Number 6, look at your budget on a regular basis, including your bank balance. That way, you are motivated to continue to do what you have set in your goals. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my 6 steps towards setting up your beautiful budget and towards paving your way to financial lightness, financial freedom, financial savviness, and basically just living liquor, man, like without worries and stress. Thanks so much for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.